Sup, we're gonna talk about brain rewiring and self-confidence today. So, as you know, uh, I go on stage a bunch of times, so that's kind of like public speaking in a way, even though it has to be a certain way. Yesterday, I went to Toastmasters for the first time, and if you don't know what Toastmasters is pretty much like a way for public speaking. If you have stage fright or any kind of fright, you just go on stage in the room wherever and give a speech about a certain subject, and you get over your self-confidence issues, and you talk about that speech about those you say those words in a coherent manner for 5 to 7 minutes or 8 minutes or whatever minutes. And it's usually a positive thing. You give a speech about something positive, whether it's your body or how beautiful you are, or people in general, or like empowering somebody. You start to talk about that, you go from point A to point Z at the end, and it's a nice way of empowering and self-confidence, and feeling good about something and yourself or somebody else. It's a good confidence booster. And one of the things that I, I found yesterday at the Toastmasters meeting is that it's different. I mean, I knew it was different, gonna be different anyway. It's different compared to the other places I go to. It's because it's a different kind of brain schematic thing. It's like a brain rewiring aspect of your cortex. It's pretty much you say you think differently outside of the box. I sometimes think outside of the box, but that's way beyond the other side. And it was a nice aspect, nice atmosphere, and gave me a bunch of ideas, uh, including one that I'll make a sketch about later on. And it was overall a positive experience. I'm glad I went finally. I've known about it for about 5 years, but I never made the time to go to it. I think I probably heard about it in Tim Ferriss's 4 Hour Work Week book. And about 5 or so years ago, I did an online course on Coursera. And Coursera is like an online platform where a bunch of universities uh, give give students online courses, and it's a really cool idea to learn a lot of facts about the world. I learned psychology, and I learned I don't know, gamification and a bunch of other stuff there. It's a really cool website. And this public speaking course that I did, you had a teacher talk about preparation and how you write your ideas and how to organize them and all that. And then at the end, we had to give a speech in front of the camera for other people, so they could rate us. And everybody did the same thing. It was like a group thing, and I remember being so nervous, even though I was in my room. But I was in my room talking to the camera in a different aspect, because at that time I was already having like a gaming channel, and talking gaming channels are different compared to public speaking. So that was different. That was interesting, cool. But the rewiring part. So yesterday, all the speakers were saying something, and you had to give them some feedback. Now, because of the way I've been going at it, I usually start off with, well, let's say bad, not sort of bad, well, not bad feedback, but let's say I focus more on the negatives than on the positives, then I carry on with the positives. So, for instance, let's say you stutter a bit and your intonation is low, but everything else what you said was good. So I'm going and say you looked a bit nervous and you stuttered in those places, but other than that, your speech was great, and I really enjoyed it. That's kind of how I did the first feedback, but the other ones were more like, I think you had the presence of mind, and you took the stage well, and you had like a few hiccups, but those can be easily rectified. I mean, that's more like a positive feedback instead of a negative into a positive. That's like positive positive. At least that's how I see it. And that's one thing that I need to work on, and that's also linked to the self-confidence part. I've known people, I've met people, and some like who have a lot of self-confidence. And one of the things that they do is they focus on their strengths, not their flaws. So, like if you look at your body or your face, and some people look and say, my God, I'm so beautiful, I'm so this and I'm so that, my eyes and my nose and my mouth and my lips and my hair and whatnot. And because I can see myself when I'm filming this, I don't know, it takes me a while to find positives about me or my face, and that sucks, but that's how I've been all my life, which sucks. But that's something I need to work on, which is why I'm making this challenge to work on myself to, yeah, to become a better Adrian. Yeah, so pretty much try to figure out how to rewire your brain. Yesterday, it was a nice example once again, from a plethora of people, not just one or two. Even the one or two is good, but to see people that talk so passionately about that stuff is nice. It's a different kind of feel. If you don't have a Toastmasters near you, maybe do some online speaking or something. I'm sure you can find places where to go. But usually there are Toastmaster clubs pretty much anywhere in the world, or in at least 130 countries, 150 countries, something like that. And yeah, if you that is you can go once or twice just to see how it is as a guest. You don't have to join at first. It's a cool experience, though. I recommend it. Otherwise, you can just do what I did and go to improv and comedy, or like theater stuff. And but that's vastly different compared to public speaking, to Toastmasters. I've been Adrian. I've talked a bit about how to rewire your brain, how to have self-confidence, hopefully. And if you like this post, this video, like, subscribe, leave a comment, and until next time, bye bye.